We are living in a world of increasing ingratitude. Have you already noticed that? Have you already noticed that people are becoming more ungrateful, not recognizing the good that they have, the privileges, benefits that they have? Have you been noticing that? I don't know if you have noticed, but I have. And I know that younger the person is, less they'll notice that, but older the person is, more they'll notice that, because the experience of life helps you to have this perception in life. I know when I was still growing as a child in a very poor Brazil. Nowadays, Brazil is considered to be way richer than back on those days. Brazil has always been rich, but I'm talking about in the sense of people having a better quality of life. Today is way richer than 30, 40 years ago. On the 70s, on the 80s, Brazil has been through very serious situation. And you who were a child on those days, you know that. The vast majority of people suffered that. Not only Brazil, but the entire world. The world, in general, has been becoming more rich. They are progressing. With science progression, people are having more access to things than they had before. As I said here before, you had a choice on shoes you would wear, clothes you would wear, shoes you have to wear to go to school, either one brand or the other. It's one of these two Brazilian shoes brands, Conga or Quixote. Quixote had two colors, either black or more black. These were our choices. You who are from those times, you know that. Nowadays, you open the wardrobe of the child. Nowadays, the child has a wardrobe, an entire wardrobe. Things fall on the floor. Trainers, sneakers, all that you have there. And the parents give him more things. And Black Friday is coming. And they keep on buying. There's no more place to store, but they keep on buying. Because people today, they have a condition that our ancestors never had or never dreamt of having. And these same youths that have so much today, they are ungrateful. In their majority, they are ungrateful. They complain with the parents. They complain about everything. This mobile phone, it's not the very same as my friends. I want this type of cell phone. And the list goes on. So we are in a world of increasing ingratitude. This is not mine perception only. If you see in the scriptures on 2 Timothy chapter 3 on verse 2, you see that one of the characteristics of the end times, of the latter days, would be ingratitude. People will be more ungrateful. It's written there that people will be more ungrateful. And we are noticing that today. It seems that more they have, more ungrateful they are. And this has a lot to do with the meaning of gratitude. Because what is gratitude? Gratitude is for you to value what you have, because you know whether you didn't have it or nobody had it. You can say like this. The child can say to the parents, it's your obligation to take care of me. I did not ask to come to the world. You are my parents. You have the obligation to take care of me. In theory, it's right. But the grateful child knows that not every child has parents. Not every child has the mother or has a father, both parents. Okay, they know that the parents give birth to this child, and they have the moral responsibility to take care of the child that they brought to this world, but not every parent fulfill this responsibility. So the wise, grateful child says, Father, Mother, thanks God that I have you. Thanks God that I had you. Many colleagues of mine at school, they don't have. I see that at school. What is to not have a mother or father? How many children, they feel that towards their parents? Very little. I saw many children mistreating parents. I saw Christians, so-called Christians, saying that I don't need to go to church because church should not exist. The Christians should not go to church. There should not be pastors, should be nobody, that they should only follow God at home. Christians who converted in a church, Christians who heard the word of God, because most probably a church preached to them, the pastor preached to them. In some point, a pastor was in their journey of conversion of that person, that the gospel came to them. Today, they badmouth. There are Christians who fight the church. They fight against the church. They work against the church. Ungrateful. These Christians should live in a country where the church is prohibited, where the Bible is prohibited. They should do that, to value the church, to value the work of God. They should go to a hostile place towards the gospel, that in there they should give value, because that old saying, they only give value after they lost it. Unfortunately, like these are the ungrateful people. When they have, they despise it. And when they don't have it, yeah, I miss that. Exactly. But it should not be like that. I saw workers, and the world is filled with workers who badmouth their companies, who hired them, who gave them a job, who formed them. Workers that when they were hired, they were nothing. The company taught them, gave them courses, gave them work. The company was patient with their mistakes. They grew in the company. He became a professional. And now, because he does not have a private toilet bathroom in the company, he does not have a more comfortable chair to sit down. He wants to leave that company because now he has a better place to go. Of course, nobody is forced to stay in a company, but it's the way that it happens. It's the ingratitude, the lack of recognition. And I also know, to not upset the left-wing people, there are bosses who mistreat their employees. I know that. Don't think that there's an agenda on my speech. My agenda is the Word of God. So many who develop this attitude of ingratitude, they don't know that this comes from the opposite of everything that has to do with God. Because what God says, what the Word of God says, in everything give thanks. Look at the difference in the Word of God. In everything give thanks. Meaning, even in the problems, we learn how to take lessons and good things. It's bad, but it's also good. It was bad, but also was good. The grateful person knows how to do that. So this spirit of ingratitude is a devilish spirit. Is a spirit from Lucifer, who was in heaven and found a reason to be unhappy. Can you believe in that? These are the ungrateful people. They can be in heaven, in paradise, and they will find a reason for them to be unhappy. Do you know why? Because they are unhappy. Unfortunately, they are unhappy. So there's nothing on the outside that can be done or that can be given to them that will change their situation. These are these people. That you can give them benefit, free school, free hospital, you can give them all free, and they will still complain because unhappiness is within them. It's a spiritual problem. It's the spirit of Lucifer. It's the spirit of Lucifer that is inside them. And only God to have mercy on them, that they may wake up one day and that they may turn to Him and that they may learn the way of gratitude and come out of this road, terrible road, a road to hell called ingratitude.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.